Welcome back, guys. Another episode of Am I the Asshole? We get to judge people. You get to judge people in the comments. We're going to judge them. Just a lot of judgment going on. It's really hot, right? That's horny.
Yep. That's horny.
It's a horny experience.
This is honestly the horniest experience. So,
how horny?
How horny is it?
wait, maybe that's not
How
appropriate.
horny was she?
So, this one's about cancer.
So really horny. Extremely horny.
Too horny.
So, am I the asshole for not shaving my head alongside my coworkers in support of a coworker with cancer?
No.
So,
Yeah, what if your head looks weird? Like mine. My head would look weird.
Or your hair doesn't grow fast.
My head looks awesome right now. It would look so weird if I shaved it.
oh yeah, my mom, she used to smooth the back of my head when I was a baby. She would sculpt the skull. You're supposed to do that.
I've heard about
What is that?
Because you could get flat head from the baby laying down.
Oh, my mom didn't
So
do
then
that.
you push it back into
Yeah,
shape?
you can
You
mold
can-
their head.
I think my mom just left my head on the pillow for too long.
Yeah.
That's why, because if you lay back like that, you get a flat head.
Yeah.
Because baby's bones are still a little malleable, so
Yeah.
you can either flatten it or you can.
We could shape it into like the like a dick as a joke.
Oh, that's funny. I love that.
Bone head.
You can check it out, right?
Dick baby.
Our kid got a dick head.
Kid.
Oh no.
Okay, this
We
is
made
about
it like
cancer.
Yeah.
Okay, so I work at a gas station and I have for over a year. It's got a small subway inside and we have a staff of 8 on the gas station side. The subway has a staff of 10. Our assistant manager on the gas side was diagnosed with cancer and, as it usually happens, shaved her hair when it began to fall out from the chemo. Everyone in the store has decided to shave their heads in support. Everyone, both gas station side and the subway side. So that's a total of 17 people.
Girls too.
It doesn't
Everyone.
really say, but yeah, it says everyone. I'm sure there's females working there.
Wow.
I'm the only one who won't, and I'm being treated very passive aggressively. I'm getting snide comments from time to time when customers ask why everyone shaved their heads. All my coworkers give sarcastic responses clearly aimed at me. It's been a few weeks and I'm getting frustrated. I've mentioned it to my manager, and she gave me something how they're frustrated that not everyone seems fully committed to wishing our assistant manager good luck. So there is a woman here because she's talking to a female manager. So this says, I am a 27-year-old guy. I haven't cut my hair in 5 years other than basic trims to remove dead ends and groom it. I'm proud of my hair. I'm proud of my hair though. He probably has some really long like metal hair.
Let's be proud of his hair.
Okay.
I'm proud of mine.
I've only cut my hair once since I turned 18. I know it sounds stupid, but I'm very proud of my hair. I suffer from major depression and my hair is one thing in my life I feel like I have control over, if that makes any sense.
Okay, yeah.
Plus, I've never found a short hairstyle that made me feel comfortable or one I looked good in. Am I the asshole for not cutting my hair along my coworkers to support a coworker diagnosed with cancer?
Well, sounds like he's got his own issues.
I had an Uber driver like this guy. He was so proud of his hair, right?
My hair is the best.
Yeah, we got to his Uber and he just started talking about his hair and he's like, hey, my hair also has an Instagram. And he started pulling up while he was
hair has an
driving. He's like, you guys go, you guys should all follow me. Blah, blah,
He's
blah,
like, I know
blah.
you're a fan of my hair. Become a fan of my hair on Instagram.
Is this the guy? Is this the guy? Is it in California?
Oh my god, it's the hair.
Yeah.
I would not shave my fucking head.
Me neither. But also, like, for girls, I feel like it's a little bit different. Like, you know, there's a lot of femininity attached to, like, your hair and stuff, whereas a guy, and then maybe this is me being sexist, but like, guy's hair grows out like pretty fast to the length that it was.
Oh, it's sexist.
But his is
My hair
long.
He has
does not grow
long
out
hair,
fast.
then
It depends on the guy.
And also, like, you shouldn't be forced to do anything. It's your body. Like, you shouldn't be forced or feel like.
Yeah, because what if it was religious?
And I don't think this is the only way to show support.
Maybe he doesn't even like that manager too.
I mean, because I feel like there's other ways to support somebody who's going.
But you know,
through
if
something like
you're
that.
the only one, you are the asshole.
A little bit, but what about when you go out at night and shit? Now you got a shaved head and it looks weird, and then you're not at work
It's
anymore.
not weird if you're a dude with a shaved head.
If it looks weird, is what I'm
And
saying.
then what if he wasn't one
Say
of
it
those
looks weird
babies
to you.
that had their head massaged, you know?
Say it
They're all
fucks with his
weird.
confidence, right? That's what he's saying.
Sure.
So then he goes out, his confidence is suffering, he can't date.
No, totally. That's why when he talked about like the backstory behind why he is attached to his hair, I get it.
Yeah.
Like where like I feel him, but this is kind of like he's dealing with his own issues there. Like it's unrelated to wanting to support them.
Imagine Julia with a
But
shaved head.
also, cancer is a not work issue. So it's like people are just
Yeah.
bringing in the
That's what I
support
mean, yeah.
to it. It's not work related,
Yeah.
and there shouldn't be any to just force non-work related things into the workplace and make it like a mandatory thing or just shit on people because of it is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Despite the cause, you know.
That's why I divert back to my original. You are not the asshole.
I mean, what if like everybody at work regrets like shaving their head, and so now they're just hella pissed at this one person that looks really good, you know?
do it.
Yeah, but then they try to cover it with a good reason, you know, so that they're like good people on the inside, even though like they're hella jealous or they're just hating on the fact that like, fuck, why did I commit to something so long term that I didn't even think that like.
What if it was a scheme? She doesn't even have cancer, but everybody was jealous of how nice his hair was. So then the whole scheme was to get him to shave his head, and he didn't fall for it.
Yeah.
And everyone else did it.
Yeah, exactly.
Conspiracy corner. Like one of those, he could be kind of like one of those like metal guys where your hair is kind of tied to your identity.
Definitely sounds like it.
That's kind of a thing because like for a while like I was into like a very alternative scene and I liked having gauges and piercings and stuff. And when we see other people like out in public that have like similar characteristics, whether it's like a band T-shirt or something,
you're one of us.
Yeah, you like feel like, oh, that's one of my people. And so to lose that with that being his hair, it could be something to do with his identity.
It's definitely part of his identity.
Yeah.
He's saying that pretty clearly.
Yeah.
How come you didn't say anything in the meeting when everyone's like, hey, we should all shave their hair? Yeah, and I'm all like, fuck no.
I mean, he probably did,
know
but
what
he
it-
probably still got shit on.
Right, because what's fucked up about it is no matter what, like he could say like, okay, I'm gonna open up right now, like, yeah, like I have confidence issues and my hair is really important to me. And they're like, she has cancer, you fucking dick.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what he says, it's like, she has cancer. Like,
That's the ultimate like rebuttal.
ultimate mic
You know what
drop.
my answer would be? A lot of people have cancer.
See, that would be good. That would be good.
People have cancer.
And then you get shit on at work, not just for not shaving your head, but because they're like, yeah, he's the lot of people have cancer guy.
Yeah. I think that's one of the main reasons why I can't hold down a job.
That's why you created your own?
Yeah, I hate shit like this, and this is such a normal thing that happens.
Petty.
There's so much pettiness that goes on in a company that I am so glad I don't have to fucking deal with. That's the number one thing that drove me crazy. It's like, this is all this extra fucking workplace shit. It's like, leave that shit in high school, man. Just go in, do the fucking work, do the business, get the fuck out, dude.
And like also, if this was like just about supporting somebody with cancer, why is it now about him?
Yeah.
It's not like he doesn't like her, he doesn't support her. Like it's just, it almost has nothing to do with the root of the cause. Like you guys have already shaved your head and you've executed the statement, I care. Why does he have to be a part of this or else?
I used to work with a fucking asshole, and when it was time for his birthday, we all did this thing where it's like, everyone were doing like $15 to get a cake or whatever. I don't know why they bought fucking $150 cakes, but we'll get to that. So, yeah, so then it was his birthday, and they're like, hey, do you want to put in for his cake? And I was like, honestly, no. I don't like that guy. And they were like, kind of like, well, what do you mean? But it's like, I'm just like, he's always been shitty to me. I just don't want to put in for the cake. And then the chicks were kind of snooty about it. The dudes thought it was funny.
It's like The Office where like Angela is putting together.
It was like that.
It's like Friends when Ross moved into the new building.
Oh yeah.
And also, I'm like, let's break open the fucking books. Why are these cakes so expensive? It's like, well, it's not just cake, it's soda, but
$150. Oh, for the whole party.
yeah.
But you want to pitch in? I don't want to go to this party.
Yeah, and they're like, you know you can't eat the cake, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I don't care, and I'm not gonna sing happy birthday.
It's like this whole you gotta drink the Kool-Aid in the company thing, right? Like, it's not even a part of the company culture. It's just some shit idea that someone has, and then they try to get it together, and it's like not even an official thing. They just want to have fun. And I'm just like, man.
A thing that happened at my job, like when the kind of bow broke, because I'm assuming by this point I will probably announce it. I'm like quitting. At this point, I still have a month left at work. But one of the things that happened was there were people at my job that had a similar title as me, but we were all like linear. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Interns rows. It's just these people had seniority. So out of respect, I would always call this one lady my boss, and I was just like, yeah, she's my boss. She's my boss. Like she had an office. She has a director title. I would say she's my boss, but technically she doesn't oversee anything I do. I report directly to the vice president. And so like they would always tell me she would always tell me what to do, and I'd just be like, She
took it too seriously.
Yeah, she took it like I gave you this respect and you abused it, you know?
It's so sick to say I only report to the vice president.
Well,
sick.
dude, one day she came in and had this whole, she tried to like get mad at me over some shit, and I was like, this is a really uncomfortable conversation, but I gotta let you know, I report directly to the vice president. And she told me, she was like, you're too smart for your own good. But like, not as a compliment. She's basically saying, if you should just be dumb and like head low and just follow the crowd, just be a sheep. And like, that was kind of, I already knew I was leaving at that point, but that was the point where I was like, this isn't gonna work out. Cause I'm not gonna sit here and play fucking stupid and just be a sheep in the herd.
So did you walk in and you're like, Mr. Vice President, I'm quitting. Now I've reported to you.
I have reported to. But yeah, dude, and like corporations, they do make you feel like you have to drink the Kool-Aid. And like, it just straight up, it's not for everybody.
It isn't.
It's really not.
People are cool with it, and they can deal with the bullshit.
Some people would rather have that structure and security, so they'll go with it. But yeah, I don't like being told what to do by anybody. So
Yeah, I like to think of
This is the
it.
only company in the world where you could roast the shit out of your boss and talk shit to him, and everything will be fine.
You could even crash into his car and he's like, don't worry about it, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
he's like, I'll pay you.
So just take a couple bucks here.
Yeah, he's like, I don't charge family.
Yeah, but the corporate world is kind of weird. I don't know. I only want to get back into it when I'm financially stable, so I could say I quit whenever I want. But I want to go in there just to be aggressive with people.
Just to observe.
Yeah, because there's no consequences.
Yep.
Literally, once they give you a certain title, you can do like whatever, basically like whatever you want.
It's like getting tenure.
That's what I said to Steve. I was like, if I had like fuck you money, I would go open a restaurant, like own like a whole restaurant bar situation, and then be a waitress, and no one knows that I'm the owner, and just to like
Talk shit.
yeah, just to do whatever the fuck I want.
Can I see the manager? You're talking to him. No, the owner.
right here.
Or it's like you fuck up and pour the drink on him. Like, I want to see the manager. You're like, I'm the manager. I poured the drink on you.
Surprise. And then John Quinones comes out.
No, but I want even the managers and employees not to know that I own the bar, so they like try to reprimand me, and like I get pulled in the office, and I'm like, let me tell you something.
Undercover boss?
Yes.
Boss.
Undercover boss.
Yeah, but you can only do that once, and then the secret's out.
I fire that manager, no one knows why. Then the new manager comes in, no one knows I'm the owner still.
No, but the new manager was someone that you promoted because that you heard their sob story when you were
true.
down in level.
True, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And then you also gave him 10 grand.
Yeah, and then I put that video on YouTube.
That is so undercover boss.
I love how Undercover Boss does that shit. It's like, this is Bob. He has a multi-billion-dollar company. And he's like, hey, I met the fry cook. He's really cool. Give him like 5 G's.
He's got a family.
It's the best. It's like proportionally fucking nothing to Bob. I love it.